Hello, here we go again with an Osaka League game where white won by 19.5. It was quite exciting. White missed a kill in the lower left corner, so it could have been a much bigger win. Also, black got away with a lot of territory in the top where white didn't punish using the cutting points. So there were some missed opportunities on both sides. Let's see what happened. So we have a parallel Fuseki with start point and Komoku and two facing Komokus. Now black very calm takes a Shimari, and actually white could do the same. It's absolutely fine to take a Shimari at f3 or f4. It's also okay to make a Shimari in the other corner, but nothing wrong to attack the top right. This is also very good. And other options for white would be to go San directly, or maybe a Tsuke at c15, but that's a bit too aggressive. And of course the shoulder hit here, which will happen later in the game. But yeah, r14 is normal, so black defends calm. Here black can attack the corner instead, like p4 or p3. That's an option too. And after black defends the corner, locally, white usually plays r16. And then we have this kind of Joseki, which is very popular. And in this position, black can even descend, turn, trade the corner for the outside. So this is an option for black. But the classic way is just connect, then push along, or descend in the corner. Now white usually extends back to r12 or pushes out at q14, and black will just play away. So we have a basic follow-up with this q10 extension. Then black is supposed to play something in the lower right corner to prevent the Shimari. That's very good. So here white grabs the corner. This is fine. White can consider some pincer, for example this one, and if black simply jumps and jumps along, white will play a peep and then extend on the bottom. So it's very difficult for black to use the wall. But black has a different style of play. For example, attach, pull back, then a one space jump, and now counter pincer. So, alright. So we have the basic Joseki. And here, when white already has a stone at q10, white should consider the Kosumi or Keima. It's also okay to finish the Joseki like this because it works pretty well with the middle side extension. So when black extends and finishes up the Joseki, white can hope for a bigger moe on the right side. For example, if white plays the Kosumi, later on the follow-up is to Keima and grow the moyo towards the center. Anyway, nothing wrong to play the basic pattern, but it's good to remember that white has the option to play a Kosumi or a Keima instead, just to adapt the play according to the situation. Now when black makes this extension, it's okay for white to take the Shimari at f3, because later on the invasion at m3 will activate. So white decides to play the slide in the top right corner. Well, in the top right corner, white can go San directly or attach again at r16. But if you look all over the board, it's also interesting for white to play moves like c11 or the shoulder hit. So the right side is already quite powerful for white. And normally a jump like p14 would be nice to prevent the invasion at r12. So this will increase the moe on the right. So once white plays this slide and black defends, white needs to play another move locally, either q12 or a jump at p14. Otherwise it's still quite nice for black to invade r12. But later on black invaded or approached at q12, and that ended up pretty good for white. So that's the problem with the slide. The slide is good when white has a stone at r11. But now white having the stone at q10, white needs to reinforce this area. So another move here would be really proper, and it prevents the invasion. And of course black will go away for the big points. But this is proper. And proper moves often seem slow. A jump here would be good too. So now when white plays a shoulder hit, okay, black defends. Black can defend also with a block at e16 or a slide like g18. But okay, this is fine. Then white got the Shimari. So now black can invade the right side. Yeah, this is a pretty large point. But in order to punish this slide in the top right corner, black can come in at r12, then simply push along, Ane once, and Keima. So black leaves under, takes away all the territory. In the end, this f16 just became a neutral point. This is a way for black to punish white on the right. But this is a large point. To play d10 it's pretty big. So here white got the extension from the Shimari, but in order to make use of the f16 stone, white should consider a tsuke in the top left corner. Now when black goes down or up, white can hane the corner once, then extend very lightly for a base. So d10 it's kind of lonely now. So black either goes Kosumi here or approaches the corner, something like this. But again, white can slide, so it's fine. I mean, even if white loses the potential around this area, it's going to live in the top. So in the actual game, c8, then black jumps. Instead of this jump, black can play a hane at g16. This will weaken the stone and removes the option to jump at h16. Now another interesting move is to approach around e5, threatening to get on the bottom side, and then attach d8 to keep the moyo very low on the left side. So this way black comes in the middle. And simply jumping at f10 doesn't affect the lower left so much. And now for white it's big to play a move like h16. It's really light to make a sabaki. If white just plays here and then black extends in the top, white can jump out like this, for example, or this kind of move, and just makes the stones in the middle feel kind of wasted. So slide, that's also a nice idea. Now black played q12 and lost the opportunity to punish with r12 as in the previous sequence. So, well, white just keeps connected. And here there are some cutting points. So for black, it's important to play another move like o14. When white pushes, black blocks, and the shape is good. Playing the move here, white can push, and now there are two cuts to use. So white can cut p16. If black captures a stone, there's Atari from behind and catch 4 stones. So black will just extend, and then white can Atari here and capture this guy. All of a sudden, white gets this corner, which was supposed to be black before. So it's pretty big. Going on the left side, white should play Kosumi. This Keima, it's a bit dangerous because black can use this move, then clamp. Now if you want to connect, black will take 1 stone. If you push, then black can turn and find this way. Oh, but in this case, it's a bit tricky. Tuck, tuck. Go to the left, Atari, and the ladder. Actually, you don't need the ladder, just hane. So there is some agi to cut the left side, but before using the agi, black needs a stone here first. Now if white gets ahead, then black can use this move, then this one, then connect. So when black plays the tsuke, white has to pull back and then black gets ahead. Therefore it's like playing here, then on this move you push, but actually you can play a 2-space jump, so much more flexible. Well, with this Keima, you should always pay attention for the combination of cuts, attach and clamp. But black just defends this way, so white can push along, and now even if white loses the f16 stone, white will still compensate. So this is not too bad for white. Playing the jump, it's losing the agi of the cuts, so should still cut here. This jump will fix black's problem. Black can answer here, then on the cut, Atari, on this Atari connect, and now white is in a net. Oh, black is trying to build more in the top, but this move doesn't fix the problem. I mean, if white plays here, white can still catch the 4 stones. So white pushes. White has another move, the jump. Because if black pushes through and wants to cut, this will be a self-Atari. So black is in a Dametsumari, therefore black needs to connect here, and white protects like this. So all of a sudden, n12 is punished because it's kind of separated from the top. Therefore, a move like n12 doesn't really keep the top connected when white can jump here and separate. So black was a bit greedy, should just play a 1-space jump. And of course white will come inside again with a move like this, trying to work with his f16. I mean, for white it's easy to enter from the left and from the middle. Therefore, this top side, it shouldn't be that big. But of course, black is trying to make the most of it. Ah, and now for white is nice to get inside like that. So white is getting ahead, very good. Here white can push along, and it wants to play Keima because when black pushes this way, white can go down. Or white can play an attach first and then block, and in case black cuts, Atari and descent. So should consider Keima at d14 because like this, it's very easy for black to block this way or this way. Ah, black didn't care. Okay, in that case, white might extract this f16. So playing inside the corner, there are two options. Either block the corner this way or cover on top. And then you can push along, play a double hane, give up a stone, and take the corner back. But it's fine to block here too, because black has to come out, and now black is forced to make an empty triangle. Playing the hane was too much. White just cuts and captures the stones. So here it's where white missed an opportunity to capture and finish the game right here. Instead of connecting, white should hane. There are only two liberties, so here black's options are like this. If black plays Atari like this or like this, it doesn't matter, white will answer. When black hane in the corner to expand the liberties, white Atari first and then blocks. So now there are only two liberties. On this cut, white can go out first, then capture everything. And there's another option. If black just blocks, there's nothing black can do. You have Atari from behind and Atari again. So there is that in hane moves, or hane brings that. When you play hane on the first line, the liberties are kinda black is running out of the liberties, so it's finished. Therefore, white shouldn't connect here. White went easy on black in this fight. So now black can leave. Wait a second. Tuck, 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 tuck. Peep. So if white connects, black will cut, white goes out, black goes down. We have three liberties here. White plays this move, and if black takes away a liberty, white can already Atari like that, but this will end up in a co-fight. So, not so great. And if Atari here, same thing. Atari, you can take the ko, then you must come back. Atari, you take the ko, and you gotta win the ko to win the race. So what other option? If black plays here, then we hane on this move, you connect on this one, throw in, then Atari, and again it's a ko. It's a door die ko, so no matter what black threatens, you gotta give him something. Okay, ko is not great. Therefore, white had to pull back and let black leave. That's a pity. So tuck, tuck, tuck. Yeah, nothing to do. It's incredible. I mean, this was supposed to be all white, and now black leave very comfortable in the corner. So this stage, it feels like black came back a lot because of the top side being pretty large, and well, now it's white center though. The invasion at m2 is strange, should be m3, because usually here black will cover trying to keep the stones connected, and now you simply go down m2. With m2 you either connect o2 or you connect k2. So when black pulls back, you connect like this and black is on the run. If black separates this way, simply push and connect under, and again black is on the run. It doesn't have ice yet. So the invasion point is m3, and it also works to push and hane and then connect at m2. So you don't need to play the second line move in this case. I think that's a confusion from a different kind of situation. That's usually played this kind of m2 when black has a stone instead of k3 at k4 and then another stone around f3. So when black has this formation, the invasion point is m2 to see whether black will block at n2 or cover at l3. Actually, what I mean, let's go back to the beginning. So let's say we have this kind of follow-up, and then the extension, it's a high instead of low. So this is the kind of situation where white invades with m2. Now if black attaches on top, hane, atari, and connect under, this is one way. And if black wants to resist in the fight, black will play a kosumitsuke, then white jumps, Then on this attach, white has the option to play like this and leave under, or just cut and sacrifice the bottom stone, the probe invasion, and just go for outside thickness. So probably that's why in the actual game there was a confusion here, and white went on m3, m2 instead of m3. M3 would be much more effective. Ooh. When black plays this kind of move threatening the cut, white should connect solid, because if white plays q5, what black wants to do is to use the cut at r3, and in this case black will go down. Now when white protects the two stones, black can just double up and catch this m2. If white comes out, black will go for the capture and eventually leave on the bottom. But okay, this is not so tragic for white in fact. So anyway, white defends this way, then black attaches on top. This is good. Now wedge to create cutting points. On this push, black can Atari first, then block here. Now white needs to capture this stone, and black can come out. So what happened? White jumps. Well, black can just Atari. If white connects, Atari again and capture everything. So white's option here is just go, but black will take, and it's hard to continue the attack on the black group. So black didn't have to throw in, cut right away. If ko, you take, and then depending on the ko threat, black might take again. So throw in. Okay. On the throw in, white can just connect here. Then black doesn't have to do anything, because when white plays this move, black covers, white connects, black has the Atari, but okay, it's not necessary, and just go out and make eyes in the middle. Like this, black captures a ko, and now the two stones will die, which gives black an eye, and then there is space for another one. Then a peep, take again. So in the end, if we look at this maneuver with m2, it's better not to touch this black group at all, because white just lost some points in the process. But now there's a little compensation on the left side. And that's actually how white won the game, taking a big left side and some of the center in the process. This is good, crawling the top left. Where black comes in, but white still build a lot on the left and the right. So this box became quite large, and so is this one. And now there's nothing black can do to come back. This block is big as an endgame. Yeah, black played very well in the top right corner. It's too early to play t17 right now. So at this stage, yeah, it's bigger to descend, b18, then Hane, block, connect, and connect. This is all Sente. It's also pretty big to play a move like this, because it will enclose the border in the middle and also makes black smaller. So there are these kind of Sente moves. This Hane in the corner on the first line, it's not always Sente, because the capture at S18 it's worth only 5 points. So black can play, for example, this move, then push and destroy a few more points in Sente, and Atari here, Hane, connect, and so on. And the thing is, even if white cuts, so let's say we have Atari and this and all other moves in Sente. So when white cuts, black can fight the ko. But black can just give up the stone, and in the meantime play other Sente moves. So you gotta pay attention how early you play this t17, because it's not like a reflex move you play and black immediately defends. Sometimes they don't defend if it's too early. Timing is key. Hane was very good. Yeah, this move it's also nice. J8 is like declaration of victory. Oh no, black shouldn't try that. It's better to play Hane. If white blocks, black can go for a ko because he's behind. So white usually plays Nobi or jump. But if jump, black will attach. And then let's see, Atari, Atari, Atari. Lot of Aji. But actually nothing works. Okay, so white can jump and leave the position like this, because later white may block here. For black it's not centered to play a6. Otherwise, white will play like this, so black finishes center and destroys 4 points on the left side. So playing here, black destroys 1 point more, but it's gote. So it's more interesting to play the Hane and keep center. Oh no, that's expensive. Why should block R5? If black pushes again, white blocks. If cut, Atari. If Atari, take. This is the wrong block because black can push through. So white is losing many points here. To just R5. If black goes Atari, connect. If push, block. Clamp, defend. Hane, block, connect. And now we have the 5 point situation like in the top right corner. So when white connects here, black connects at the top. If white takes the top stone, black takes the bottom stone. So that's Miai. For 1 point, white lost plenty here. Uh-oh, black gave everything back. Black was supposed to connect. Because now it's actually very difficult for white to leave. If white plays S2, black can throw in. On this move, black captures the stones in the corner. On this move, black will just force the eye, and now it's dead. Ouch, what a chance. And when white plays here, black can go Atari. And again it's dead. So that was super expensive. And if white blocks this way, black will cut and now we have a co-fight. And that can be expensive too. How to protect? This way. Yeah, black could get lots of points in the corner and make the game closer. So for white to leave right now, white needs to play Atari and then S2. But black will damage lots of points on the right side after that. Aye. So now black ruined his position with the Atari. And in the end nothing worked. And here, white can play Hane. On this Atari, it's Atari anyway. But okay, this connection is fine too. Snap back, very good. And play away. Nice. So finally, white got away with the overplay on the right side. I mean the wrong block at Q6. And there's nothing one can do here. Nice attempt, but nothing works. So that was it. Well, there were indeed lots of unforced errors this game. Ah yeah, final call. And it's done. Quite spectacular in the end to win this game by such a big margin. Because it felt like black came back a lot after leaving in the lower left. But black also lost a bunch of stones in the middle that black shouldn't. And on the right side, black missed the opportunity to kill the lower right corner. Enjoy the review and pay more attention next time.